Is W and dies is often what happens in that scenario. Not going to be happening this time around, but may get stopped in his tracks if Zeka is playing well. This is a champion that he has found some success on.
In levels, what would be the high school equivalent in League? Is it like when you get your ultimate to like level, like mid-game?
What?
So if you have, they're not ages, right? But if you had...
Well, Faker is in a bit of trouble. He has to flash, and then the flash follow from Zeka is too good. Let's have a look at this one more time from Zeka's perspective. He just finds the shove.
And then sitting on only a tier, but still has the damage, making sure that there's no jungler to ruin his day. Actually, they're right there, frets the Q in between the two minions.
Be having this much of a bad time in the matchup. As Peanut looking to move over as Faker is going to be here. And Peanut does get put in prison, but Ona not really interested in following up on that one. And with Talia moving over, it is a scary time. Ona might be in a little bit of trouble as Zeus is going to make the first roam, but there is the knockup onto two. Ona looks at the angle, doesn't quite get it, as now the needlework is coming through. Another shove is going to come down from the grave. And he's got Zeus trying to find carrier here. The flash follow immediately, but the grand entrance was already right there. Still, the Jax goes down, and Ona isn't even going to be able to take down the Gwen. HLE
structure.
Oh yeah.
Sheets.
Yeah.
Follow the sheet.
Hi, I'm Brendan Valdez.
If you don't get the reference, watch Pog State. It's great.
You certainly need to.
No?
Doran might need to also do a bit of watching. He does have some teammates.
There are two. There's both Rakan and Skarner.
Yeah.
And Hanwha Life's like, I don't know about this one. Maybe Zeus an issue?
Yeah, does find the counter-strike. There's the grand entrance as well. And Zeus, I mean, Delight's there to watch. But he is just... because T1 often gets Earth, Wind, and Fire. Don't tell me why. It's just a thing. All right, Peanut looking for an angle, but Ona finds him. The Impale comes on down. The Crescent Guard did come on through, and Peanut stayed alive for a little bit longer than he otherwise would have, but still, Delight is going to die as well, and that is two very quick picks for T1.
Normally engaging onto his Insta is always something that comes with a big risk, because if you don't kill him as cleanly as that, he ults, and you waste tools on a champion that will... So... Yeah, just didn't check it. Flash E.
Yeah.
So clean. And even though the ult goes off, you can see it doesn't matter. The Impale's there. The follow-up of the Rakan, very clean as well. And the Delight. Slowly, also a valuable teamfight tool.
Yeah, it's a defensive teamfighting
Let's look. Yeah.
Peanut thought that he knew what was going on.
He didn't. No, that's...
Just wanders past. That is going to be the Rise actually picking up the Drake here, as Peanut not able to find a steal. And like I said, it's going to be a Mountain Soul as Faker, once again, phase rushing. That's going to help him out. And does find a Rune Prison onto Zeka here, who's looking to slow down Ona. But Carrier gets into the backside and will be able to find the Talia. Seraph's not going to keep him alive. And it's Ona that actually gets the kill. I'm not sure about this one, Gumiushi, as there is an exhaust, but the rest of the team make their way over. Peanut going to be cleaned up by the Scorpion.
Oh no, not the TP!
Yep. And the triple kill now for Ona, as Zeus looking to try and salvage the play, but instead I think he's just lining the pockets of his former teammates, and Viper is dead as well. That is a clean ace.
That's obviously bait. As you highlight, it's just a clean ace, and now they are at a 5k gold deficit.
Yep, the game has just disappeared.
If Gwen's not there and Zeus can't be there, then they don't have the damage.
Now teleport.
Dead.
Oh dear.
Come on. Yes, they're now 5k gold up, so they can just start Otacon on spawn and not care.
Yep.
And they're just going to get it.
Looks like HLE are not going to be able to do anything about it.
No, they don't have second item spikes, so they can't really contest this.
Yep. And Faker is only going to get more and more terrifying.
I feel robbed.
Yeah, I know. We were supposed to get a 3-game.
Holding on to those 1-2-2 KDAs, though. Really only Viper's lagging behind.
Yeah, so Viper needs to die another time, grab a couple of assists and a kill, while the rest of his team doesn't get any.
Why can't... That doesn't work, because if he gets
that's still the task, okay? Zona could be in a little bit of trouble here, but Gumiushi is there to defend. Takes half the health bar from Viper in an instant as the redemption comes down to try and keep them safe. Teleport's coming in, they're on a timer now as the cleanse out from Viper. He's keeping himself alive. Gumiushi now right in amongst the enemy team with 0 mana. He'll be dead as now Carrier off to the side and Doran gets in, finds the counter-strike onto Viper. The flash out though, and Viper is fine. The snip comes through. The blast cone though gets Doran back in the fight to dominate HLE, and now Peanut having to run his way out. That's a seismic shove, though. That's going to help out. And he finds the big rock. Down goes the Jax, and now Peanut realizes that maybe it's safe to go back in and do battle. And it in fact is, and it's an even fight.
Peer review.
That was my cat. Yeah, and he was really good at it.
Delight, no!
The cow, not doing so well. No information.
TP's coming in.
Yeah. Well, at least Peanut is going to be able to make it towards the pit. But Doran gets in, goes golden, and that is enough space bought here. As Zeus now trying to do some of the needlework, as Delight's also made his way back through. But that is going to be an impale only onto a cow. But I think T1 are okay with just giving over their Scorpion, if it does mean securing the Baron.
Ooh, this might mean, though, that the Hanwha get Dragon, if only they had another Drake, and they would have gotten Soul Point. That might actually, like, between mid-turret, you take out Owner, which means that they don't get to be out on the map for the next 30 seconds.
Or T1 just goes and takes this inner turret. I mean, they're probably going to get that one anyway, because, of course, they've got Baron, and it had about a sliver of health. So they are just going to give the Drake, but it's about what else they can take on this map. And you can see already Faker is moving over towards that top side.
Get out of here!
I mean, it was relevant back when they said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ancient history, don't bring that up.
Yeah, and then I reached my potential. Yeah, it was great.
You were a
Didn't like
potential
it at the
man,
time.
but you actually reached it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, T1, they have the potential to win this team fight as well, but the rocks are down. There's the closing on to Faker, but he goes golden. There's the double impale, but the redemption is there to try and keep them alive. Carry is going down low, but they've already lost the jungler and the cow. Now Viper is trying to fend off Doran, but I don't like his odds in that fight, and Gumayushi stays alive. And now Doran is just inside the enemy base, as he is wont to do. I don't know whether it's necessarily a good idea, though, because this Counter-Strike, he's going to do nothing, and then he's going to die. As T1,
this time they've pulled the trigger for real.
Yep, there's the information going over. Zeus looking for that angle. Not actually spotted, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop this as the Baron is just taken. Now Doran going to get flicked back, but HLE can't stop T1 from getting out.
It's an endless game of rock, paper, scissors, right? Like, just every time you take a vision control, force them to face check. Take vision control, force them to face check. And every time up until this point, this is the first time T1 actually pulled the trigger on Baron.
Yeah.
By the way, like, they hadn't actually started it in earnest. But now that's the Nash gone. That is Soul Point going over to T1. And Hanwha Life gonna have to hold on for the next 2 minutes.
That arm guard, still T1. They win the health trades. As now the Scorpions driving in. The Realm Warp comes down as well. Viper keeps himself alive though. But still T1 have broken open the base. And man, this play is so disciplined. From T1, no one dying, but look at their base, it's in shambles. The wall now gonna come down, trying to convince T1 to leave. Oh. And at least at this point, they're gonna acquiesce.
The inhibitor. And now they're just gonna keep on sieging, but top lane inhibitor wasn't taken yet. Doran's trying to make sure that that's not the case in Sin Zone. To Jax, it just feels
Delight
bad.
Wraps around, does see Doran on that flank angle.
Spotted. They're on vision.
Yeah, there's a Counter-Strike. It just catches Zeka, and there is the Dragon going down. The Realm Warp to deliver the rest of T1, but it's only Faker that comes in. Still, Doran gets himself out. The exhaust is onto Peanut, not exactly highest value, as Zeus will block off the entrance. And Faker just buying some time where he can, but still able to get one of these kills. Still, Zeus gets into that back line, has to go golden, not out of the woods just yet as he does flash dash, but still dies. And now Doran being a menace, but will be going down himself.
They have to keep going!
Yep, the wall comes on through as Zeker is trying to buy the space. A flick back on Owner once again, but he gets the impale. And Gumayushi does so much damage, so does Viper though. Carrier uses that arm guard, and now Owner is tanking for days.
Look at the base!
And Viper is a monster. Gumayushi gonna get taken down to the GA. Owner is pretty much invincible as Peanut gets out of the brush. They're able to take down the Corki, but he almost kills
He's
Viper.
Actually the one that kills Zeka, by the way. If he doesn't find that flash E, it might have been a disaster, but now the Hail Mary Baron.
Well, it's going down extraordinarily fast. Owner gets headbutted out, so it's Peanut that's able to lock down the Baron. Still Doran going golden, but the knock-up will interrupt. All right, the Realm Warp to try and get T1 out of there. They will leave, but the Baron is now circulating HLE, and they have a man advantage.
So no soul. I think Hanwha Life to have to fully send it. Doran's dead for another 50 seconds. And it's just a regular season game, but it's much more. It's the fight for second. It's Hanwha's attempt at finally getting back to Gen.G, to T1's level.
Oh my goodness.
They have to keep going.
Zeus goes in. Yeah, they just need to take down these turrets as quickly as possible. 34 seconds.
They have Soul. You need to make the most out of this Baron push, Atlas.
Yep. Peanut, can he find an angle in here? As this is the longest game so far, I'm pretty sure, in rounds 3 and 5 in the Legend group, especially between these two teams, as T1 have 2-0'd them every single time.
Top lane Inape is back up. There's one more super minion trying his best.
Yep, there is the Weaver as well. Faker goes golden, but it's not going to save the turret. The Impale's only onto Delight, and they get on top of it.
They got him!
Down goes Faker, and now Carrier trying to be the hero gets into the back line. But my God, the damage as HLE tear through T1, and this will be a series chronicler. This is not even the series win, and we're losing our minds. This just means we get another one out of HLE and T1 here today.
The journal knew! The tempo vibes were still there for Hanwha Life!
Maybe the other